Hi everyone, hello, good evening to all of you. So today we will be solving previous year's assignment 2. So it will be based on week two's content. Yeah, so it will be based on week 2 content of analog circuits. So we will be solving that uh, assignment of previous year. Okay, so let's start. Chalo, let's go ahead and try to solve this question. Find the output voltage. Okay, we find the output voltage is asked for the circuit given in figure 2. The offset voltage V0 is 25 millivolts, RF is 9 kilo ohms and R1 is 1 kilo ohms. ठीक है, तो हमसे आउटपुट वोल्टेज पूछा है. Offset voltage is given as 25 millivolts, right? RF and R1 are also given to us. So V0 is asked, V0, VOS is given, RF and R1 is given. So now try to question. I'm giving you 3 minutes for this. So it's simple question. You have to put it in the formula that has been taught to you by Jayanta sir. So try to solve it. I'm giving you 3 minutes.
Ma'am, could you please show the question?
Yeah, sure. Done?
Yeah, ma'am, done.
What about others? Others?
Done, ma'am.
Done. Okay, very good. बाकी लोगों का क्या सीन है? हो गया?
Done, ma'am.
Good, good. What about others? सबका हो गया डी डी. Okay. Okay, चलो let's solve. Okay. Leave your copy pen. अभी तक नहीं हुआ तो no problem. Let's try to solve it. So हाँ. So see. Okay. First, tell me what is offset voltage. Can anyone tell me what is offset voltage? V0s. इसका क्या meaning है? Offset voltage का.
According to the ideal characteristics, if input is 0, output should be 0.
Yeah.
But in any case, if the output is a finite value, which is more than 0, to compensate, to make that 0, we apply some voltage at the input side. That input is called as offset voltage.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else? What is your name?
Bhagyashree, ma'am.
Bhagyashree. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. So yes, Bhagyashree is correct. So basically, for ideal op amp, it should be if input is zero. If we are applying a zero voltage at input, output should be zero. But that is not the case. What happens is there is some voltage which comes at the output even if the input is zero. So that voltage is the offset voltage. To compensate it, we put offset voltage. Ha. So what happens is for this offset voltage, there will be a output voltage. So we put offset voltage, right? Uh, no, we don't put offset voltage. There is offset voltage at the input, and that's why we got V output. So this voltage at input will go through the op amp, right? Will amplify and will be shown at output voltage, right? So this is what happens, that offset voltage goes through the amplification, which is 1 plus RF upon R1, and this is what is seen at the output. So if the offset voltage here is 25 millivolts, at output how much we will see? We'll see V0 into 1 plus RF by R1. This is the gain, right? Gain for the closed loop op amp. So 25 into 10 to the power minus 3, 1 plus RF by R1. So here RF and R1 is given. We'll put the values 1 plus 9 into 10 to the power 3 divided by 10 to the power 3, and we got 250 millivolts, that is 0.25 volts. So if our offset voltage at input is 25 millivolts, we'll get around 250 millivolts at the output of the circuit. Alright? Okay? Do you have
Okay.
do you have any doubt? Any doubt, anyone? Yeah. Any doubt, anyone? Okay. What is this? Finite gain. Yeah. Not okay. So now fifth question is, if there is no internal correction for the circuit in figure 2. So now we are not giving any internal correction for the circuit in figure 2. What can be done externally to reduce the effects of offset voltage? Are you getting my question? So my question is, if there is no internal correction for this offset voltage, if there is no internal correction, then what can be done externally to reduce the effects of this offset voltage? This is not, see, offset voltage is not a corrective measure to, it is not a corrective measure to uh, curb the problem, right? To avoid the problem which is there. This offset voltage shows that due to this voltage, there will be some output at the voltage port. So understood, even if the input is 0, here see ground, we have grounded it, right? So even if the input is 0, there will be output, right? Now to understand that, okay, there will be output, to understand that we give this offset voltage which will be generally equal to the output voltage. Got it? To basically to represent whatever error is there in the op-amp, to represent that, we give it as offset voltage. Now to solve this offset voltage problem, if we are not doing anything internal correcting, if we are not correcting internally, what can be done externally to reduce the effects of offset voltage?
Can I?
Yeah, one by one.
Capacitor should be connected in series with R1.
Okay, okay. What about others? What others think? So if you have read the, if you have gone through the lectures of Sir Jayanta Sir, you would have known what will be the answer. He has directly said, told about it. So okay, yeah. So Bhagyashree, you are correct. Answer is capacitor in series to R1. So to correct the problem, externally what we can do is we can put, we can put a capacitor in series with this array. Sorry. So yeah. So we put a capacitor, the appropriate value of capacitor we put here in series with R1 to to reduce the effects of offset voltage. Okay, so yes, option 3 is the option C is the correct answer, capacitor in series to R1. Okay, let's go ahead, let's try to solve question number.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah,
मैम कैपेसिटर ही क्यों लगाएंगे, रजिस्टर इंडक्टर नहीं लगाएंगे मैम, थोड़ा एक्सप्लेन कर दीजिए.
नहीं, सो रेसिस्टर लगाने से, सी, अगर हम रेसिस्टर लगाते हैं तो इससे ऑफसेट हमारे वोल्टेज को, अच्छा मैं बताती हूँ, देखो ऑप्शन 7, या नहीं, नॉट दिस वन. हाँ, सो ऑफसेट वोल्टेज का मीनिंग समझ में आया ना. अगर डीसी वोल्टेज आउटपुट, हाँ, सो डीसी वोल्टेज इनपुट का अगर 0 है तो डीसी आउटपुट वोल्टेज का 0 होना चाहिए, बट ऐसा होता नहीं है. देयर इज अ डीसी ऑफ एक वोल्टेज की वैल्यू रह जाती है, राइट? सो समथिंग लाइक दिस इज offset voltage, right? So to solve this, what we do is we put a C. Now when we put a C here, output voltage will become V0 is equals to V0S, that is offset voltage, 1 plus RF by R1 plus 1 upon CS, right? देखो, here we got 1 plus RF upon R1, but when we put a capacitor in series, right? When we put a capacitor in series, what will happen is, here we will write R1 plus 1 upon CS. Correct? Right? यहाँ तक समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
हाँ. So we'll here we put RF plus 1 by CS. Now when it's a DC voltage, right? If we are giving input in DC term, S will be 0, right? So 1 upon CS, right? Plus R1. So for a DC voltage, S will be equals to, for DC input, S will be equals to 0, right? Sorry, not 1 plus, wait, here I need to write 1 upon C S, right? So S, when S is equals to 0, it will be 1 upon 1 divided by 0 plus R1, isn't it? So 1 divided by 0 is 1 divided by infinity plus R1, right? Now 1 divided by infinity will be 0, right? So here it will be RF upon infinity plus R1, which will be 0. So this whole term will become 0, right? So instead of our output voltage amplified with offset voltage into gain, we will get offset voltage, we will get output is equals to only offset voltage. So let's say gain is 10, right? So agar we are, if we are putting if the offset voltage is, let's say, 25 millivolts, then how much we are getting output? We are getting 250 millivolts, right? So now when we put a capacitor in series, what will happen is this whole term will become 0. That means the gain will become only 1. And when the gain becomes 1, then output voltage will be, if offset voltage is 25 millivolts, output voltage will also be 25 millivolts. So instead of finding 250 millivolts at the output port, we'll get only 25 millivolts. So the effect of the offset voltage will be reduced, right? Instead of it getting amplified and huge output, we are getting a small output which is equals to the offset voltage, right? That's why we are putting capacitor in series to R1. Now any doubt you have?
No, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Anyone else? Any other doubt you have? और भी कोई डाउट हो तो पूछ लो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. समझ में आया ना कि क्या हुआ है यहाँ पे? वेट, समझ में आया ना क्या हुआ है?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, ओके, ठीक है. So let's go ahead. Yeah. Okay. So figure 3 shows a Bode plot. This is a Bode plot. Figure 3 shows a Bode plot. What will be its transfer function in terms of S? Take, bring your copy pen. Try to solve this question. Options are given to you here. Look at it and try to solve this question. I'm giving you 4 minutes. Done? Done, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
What about others? What about others? Okay, take 2 more minutes. If you haven't solved it yet, solve it. Saying something is happening. 1 minute और ले लो. 1 more minute, guys. Solve it. Okay, so let's solve this question. Uh, okay, tell me one thing. Do you want me to share these lecture notes with you as well, or you can find it?
Madam, if possible, please share the lecture notes.
Please share the text, sir, ma'am.
Okay.
The lecture notes.
So you want?
Bode plot is bit difficult.
Uh-huh. Don't worry. It won't be very tough for you. Don't worry. So I'm going to solve. I'm going to tell you secrets and tricks to solve Bode plot. It won't be tough. Okay. Uh, see, those who get to understand what Bode.
Sir explained only for single pole, single zero.
Right, right. And don't worry about it. I'm going to solve it. And yeah, so Bode plot, if you once get to know the tricks and everything about Bode plot, it will be the easiest thing to solve. And when you go and solve in exams or in different competitive exams, you will search for Bode plot to solve, because these Bode plots are the easiest to solve. Okay, so don't worry that you're.
Please tell the logic, ma'am.
Yes, I'm going to tell you the logic behind Bode plot, and you will be able to solve. Don't worry. So what I was asking is, yeah. So you want me to share these lecture notes with you? Is that it, or you can find it by yourself?
Share, ma'am.
Okay, chalo, ठीक है. So see, before going into solutions, first thing, see what you do is first observe the magnitude here, right? First thing about the Bode plot you observe is the magnitude given here. So here the magnitude given is plus 60 dB, right? So plus 60 dB means, first try to convert this. 60 is equals to 20 log, okay, log base 10 है ना, log 10 k. So here you get 3 is equals to log 10 k. So k here is 1000. See, what you do is, in a transfer function, okay, any transfer function ts can be written in terms of k, okay, k S plus by A, let's say S by A 1, okay, dot dot S by, let's say, P1 plus 1 plus S by P2 1 dot, right? So see, first thing in a Bode plot to solve any kind of question, first thing that you notice is this, y axis पे क्या value है when the Bode plot cuts it. So here it's a 60 dB. So 60 dB will become 3 is equals to 10 log k, and k we got 100, 1000 here, right? So just by looking at this, you can tell which will be the option, right? Okay, it looks like B can be the answer, but let's go ahead. Another thing is, in a Bode plot, whenever there is a zero, added into the transfer function, right? जब भी एक ट्रांसफर फंक्शन में एक जीरो आएगा तो Bode plot will go something like this. Let's say it's running uniform, it's running constant, okay? Here something k, or let's say 60 dB is given, right? So whenever a zero is added into a Bode plot, what will happen? It will change its magnitude and slope will change into something like this, and it will start increasing. It will be plus 20 dB here, right? And the zero will be here. So S by, you can convert any transfer function into this, right, in this form, and here it will be A, right? And if let's say it's again another zero is added to it at B, so we can put here B, right? And the slope now will become plus 20, which will be something like this, and it will be plus 40. Okay? So now let's add a pole to it. So when pole will be added here, let's say C, S by C, if it's added in the denominator, then it will subtract this with minus 20 dB. So it will become again plus 40 minus 20, it will become plus 20, right? Again a pole is added. So instead of plus 10, 20, plus 20 plus minus 20, which will become 0, right? So it will be something like, again let's say a 0 is added, so it will become something like that. Again a pole is added, something like this, right? So to a transfer function in a Bode plot, if a 0 is added, it will go like this. If a pole is added, it will go like this. Again a pole is added, it will go like this. Again a pole is added, the slope will be minus 40. Again a pole is added, the slope will be minus 60. Got it? So this is the trick. So you can find out how many poles and zeros are added into a function just by looking at the slopes. If you look at the slope, you will get to know, okay, what is going to be added here. So this is plus 60 dB, we found out the K. Then a minus 20 slope suddenly changes to minus 20 dB. So what that means? A pole is added, right? And another, the slope becomes minus 40. That means another pole is added to the function. Okay. Okay, मैं फिर से समझाती हूँ. मैं हिंदी में, is everyone okay with Hindi?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No. So did you were you able to understand what I meant by all this? Were you able to understand?
Yeah, ma'am. That's okay.
मैम हिंदी इंग्लिश थोड़ा मिक्स करके बताइए.
तो देखो क्या होता है, कोई भी ट्रांसफर फंक्शन है, ठीक है, तो जब ये ट्रांसफर फंक्शन ऐसा चलता आ रहा है, मैग्नीट्यूड यूनिफॉर्म है, अगर हम इसमें 0 ऐड करते हैं तो हमारा ऐसा कुछ हो जाएगा, प्लस 20 dB इसका स्लोप हो जाएगा. अब इसमें इसमें चल रहा है, ये ऐसे ऐसे ही बढ़ता जा रहा है। अब इसमें हम पोल ऐड करते हैं या जीरो ऐड करते हैं? अगर हमने पोल ऐड कर दिया तो +20 में से +20 चल रहा है ना। और हमने मान लो कि बी वैल्यू पर क्या किया, हमने एक पोल ऐड कर दिया। तो पोल ऐड करते ही +20 में से फिर से माइनस हो जाएगा 20 एंड ये ऐसा हो जाएगा। अब मान लो कि यहाँ पे हमने अब फिर से सी पर हमने या तो जीरो ऐड किया या पोल ऐड किया। अगर जीरो ऐड कर दिया तो ये फिर से ऐसा हो जाएगा। अगर पोल ऐड कर दिया यहाँ पे तो ये हमारा जीरो चल रहा था, अब यहाँ पे -20 हो गया। समझ में आया?
Ma'am, ma'am, please don't scold. Can you explain once again, ma'am?
Okay, I will explain to you once again. Okay, no problem. See,
Sorry, ma'am, but I'm unable to grasp the point.
okay, no problem, no problem. See, let's say this is the transfer function. K is equals to sorry, not K. Transfer function T of S, right, is equals to K, right? Then let's say S plus Z1, S plus Z2, right, divided by S plus P1 plus P2 S plus P3, right? So this will become something like this, right? T of S, instead of K, let's write K1. Okay, let's take Z1 common from here, Z2 common from here, P1 common from here, P2 common from here, P3 common from here, and cumulatively we made a constant which is equals to K1. Okay, and here it became S divided by Z1 plus 1, right? S divided by sorry, S divided by Z2 plus 1. Similarly, at the denominator, what will happen? S divided by P1 plus 1 dot. Understood till here? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now, when we write it in terms of Bode plot, let's delete this. Here we have space. Let's write it. Right? Now, see, we have to convert this K1 into dB form. So, what we will write is,
Ma'am,
हाँ, बोलो.
the screen is shifted to मतलब screen ऐसा थोड़ा मैम zoom in हो गया हो जैसे.
Can you see? I'm writing here. Can you see this? Wait. Can you see me writing K1?
No. Yes. Now it's okay, ma'am. Maybe.
Okay, ठीक है. Right. So we will write this K1 in terms of dB. So what we will write is, in terms of dB, what it will be? It will be, it will be like this. We'll write it in terms of which it will become something like this: 20 log K1. Okay. This value, let's say it's a constant C. So this value will be at this term, at here. This is where it will start. So it will start from a constant. So convert this K1 into dB form. How you will convert? The formula is K1. Okay. So here 20 log K1 you will write, and this will be the constant of your Bode plot. So this will be the C1, right? Now our equation is something like this. We have Z1, Z2, P1, P2, P3, right? So whichever comes first, मतलब जो भी पहले आ रहा है, let's say Z1 is coming first. Let's say Z1 is 10. So if let's say Z1 10 है, Z2 is 100, P1 is 1000. Let's say, okay, Z1 is 100, 10, Z2 is 100, P1 is 1000. So how the Bode plot will change? Bode plot will be something like this. So Z1 is 10, right? So till 10, here till 10 it will be constant. Now at 10, at value 10, a 0 is added to it. So if a 0 is added, we will have the slope converted to plus 20 dB. Plus 20 dB. Right? Now at 100, another 0 is added, right? Another 0 is added at 100. So we'll add, instead of plus 20 dB, our slope will become, plus 20. इन इसमें एक और plus 20 कर दिया.
40.
Yes, plus 40. So slope is something like this, plus 40. Now at 1000, a pole is added, right? So if a pole is added at 1000, so at 1000 what will happen is, ये plus 40, it will come till here, and then plus 40 minus 20, since a pole is added. So again plus 40 minus 20. So slope became plus 20, right? So now let's say here P2 is 10,000. P2 here is 10,000. So another pole is added to this. So here another pole is added, so it will become like this. That is plus 20 minus 20. The slope will become kitna? 0. Now another pole is added. P3 is added, right? P3 is added. P3 is, let's say, 10 to the power 5. So first here it's 10 to the power 4. And at 10 to the power 5, another pole is added. So again it will subtract from the slope, and instead of 0 it will become minus 20. Understood? So this is how a Bode plot goes. Were you able to understand what happened here?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, okay, very good. What about others? Others, did you understand क्या हुआ है?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
तो बेसिकली एक 0 ऐड होता है, तो उसमें जो भी स्लोप होगा बोडे प्लॉट का, उसमें हम प्लस 20 dB कर देंगे. और अगर ऐड होता है, उस फंक्शन में, ट्रांसफर फंक्शन में, तो हम उसमें -20 dB कर देंगे स्लोप में। तो 0 ऐड हुआ तो +20, पोल ऐड हुआ तो -20, और जो पहले आएगा, मतलब इसको हम ऐसे अरेंज कर लेंगे, A, P1, P2 सबको अरेंज कर लेंगे इन टर्म्स ऑफ इंक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर, सो दैट यू गेट टू नो कि हाँ अच्छा A पहले आ रहा है, सो वी हैव टू add +20. अगर P1 पहले आ रहा है तो we have to subtract 20. Got it? Understood? Any doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Why are chats off? How many students will be selected in top 10? Okay, that I don't know. So let's try to solve this question. So first is plus 60 dB. So 60 dB into K, we got 1000, right? Then here at 10 we got a pole, right? So at 10, that is S by 10 हो जाएगा, right? A pole is added at and again at 100 another pole is added. So now will you be able to solve this question? अभी solve हो जाएगा, solve करो. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Solve करो सब.
मैम मैम जीरोस जब आएगा तो इंक्रीज करेंगे और पोल्स आएगा तो डिक्रीज कर देंगे ना
Yes,
मैम?
yes. हाँ.
अगर अगर जीरोस नहीं रहेगा तो पोल्स देखेंगे, या अगर होगा तो मतलब पहले का देखेंगे?
हाँ तो देखो ना, मतलब सबसे पहले क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? सबसे पहले कम हो रहा है ना, सबसे पहले कम हो रहा है तो पोल्स हुआ, उसके बाद देखो फिर से कम हो रहा है तो पोल ही हुआ.
अगर मैम मतलब इसमें जीरोस होता सबसे पहले जीरोस दिखाते तब पोल्स दिखाते ना
नहीं
मैम?
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. डिपेंड करता है कि सबसे पहले क्या आ रहा है. देखो यहाँ पे जैसे मान लो अगर ऐसे होता, इसकी जगह पे, नीचे जाने की जगह पे ऐसे होता, तो हम क्या करते, यहाँ पे एक 0 आया है ना, फिर एक पोल आया तो
Yes,
ऐसे
ma'am.
जाता. तो हम ये नहीं देखेंगे कि पहले 0 आ रहा है, पहले चेंज हो रहा है. देखो यहाँ 10 पे चेंज हो रहा है स्लोप, तो हम 10 पे देखेंगे कि स्लोप कैसा चेंज हो रहा है, पॉजिटिव चेंज हो रहा है या नेगेटिव चेंज हो रहा है. पॉजिटिव चेंज हो रहा है स्लोप तो 0 हो गया, नेगेटिव में चेंज हो रहा है तो पोल हो गया.
Yes, मैम.
Okay, so let's solve this one, right? So here at 10, first 10 is coming, right? So we will go like this, right, in this direction, and first we will see here it's going below, right? It's the slope is changing in negatively. Slope is changing from 0 dB to -20 dB. So a pole is there. Pole is where? At 10, right? So S plus 10 by 1. So first K we saw, K was 1000, right? From here we saw K, 60 is equals to 20 log base 10K. We got K is equals to 1000. So 1000, right? Then a pole happened since the slope is decreasing. So S by 10 plus 1. Again, from at this point at 100, again the slope decreased only. The slope became from -20 to -40. So again the slope decreased. So we will have a pole which is S by 100 plus 1. Right? So option B is the correct option. Any doubt?
नो मैम।
हाँ.
नो
मैम
मैम।
इसके अपोजिट भी क्वेश्चन पूछ सकता है ना मैम, जैसे इक्वेशन दिया उसके बाद प्लॉट करने के लिए।
यस हाँ बिल्कुल पूछ सकता है। मे बी अगला क्वेश्चन ऐसा ही कुछ हो तो प्लॉट करने को आएगा। यस, so got it right. So slope is decreasing only. So since slope is decreasing, what we figured out is there is no slope in the no zero in the transfer function. Transfer function में कोई जीरो ही नहीं है क्योंकि slope हमारा घटता ही जा रहा है, कोई बीच में बढ़ नहीं रहा, कुछ और नहीं हो रहा, चेंज नहीं हो रहा, स्लोप हमारा घटता जा रहा है। इसका मतलब है कि सिर्फ पोल्स हैं तो आइदर ए होगा या बी होगा, सी डी नहीं हो सकते क्योंकि इसमें जीरोस भी हैं, है ना। First thing is, another thing is at 10 it is going minus 20 dB. So yes, S by 10 instead of 0.1, right? 0.1 कोई पोल नहीं है हमारा, 10 पर पोल है एंड 100 पे पोल है। Got it? Any doubt? No.
नो मैम।
Okay, चलो